Alright, good morning Tracy. This is the second video for the second day of HBL. You should have watched the video of me going through yesterday's homework uh, on for page 158 to 160. So please catch that video first of me going through your homework before watching this video. Alright, so today we will be looking at the value of 1000. So I think in P1, P2 you have looked at value of money up to hundreds, maybe or maybe even tens. But this year primary three, you go one level higher, you will look at values of thousands and more than thousands. So we need to build a concept of how much is 1,000. For example, how many $100 bills will make $1,000, how many $50 bills will make 1,000, so on and so forth. So let's look at how much is $1,000 is compared to all the other values of money that we have learned before. So I think from the start, I think in P1 or P2, definitely we begin with $1 or coins adding up to $1. So that's very simple. And after that, we move on perhaps to the value of $100. So first we learn about $1 using coins to make up $1, and after that using notes to make up to 100. So we know that $1 is smaller, $100 is a lot of $1. It's like 100 times of $1. And now in P3, we know we learn further, we learn about the value of $1,000. So you can see the progression here. You have $1, which is the smallest of the three, followed by 100, which is more expensive, and 1000, which is the most expensive over here. So in terms of things we can buy, just add a little bit of fun to the lesson. $1 perhaps can buy you an ice cream. $100 you can go and eat like a very good hotel buffet, and $1,000 you can buy a good laptop already. So you can see that the amount of money used is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Of course, going higher, you may be able to buy like a TV, buy like a car even, or buy like a house that perhaps even cost millions of dollars. So that is the quantity we'll look at in the future as well. So now for this lesson, we'll look at how to break 1000 values into the different dollar bills so that you know how much you need to make up to $1,000. So that is the lesson for the day, to make up to $1,000. Let's start with $50 note. Okay, so question 1A, I'll just do two examples with you, question 1A and question 2A, and after that I'll leave you to try question 1B and question 2B yourself through Classkick as well as on hard copy yourself. So I'm going to demonstrate 1A, 2A, you will do 1B, 2B by yourself on Classkick and on hard copy. So let's start. How many $50 notes do I need to make up 1000? Let's do something we know. We know there are a lot of $50 notes here. So let's put them in groups. Let's use a highlighter function. Let's use a different color. Let's use red. Let's highlight groups of 100, because what I know is that if I have 1000, just give me a write the concept down. Let's say if I have 1000, I know 1000 is actually equals to 10 groups of 100. Okay, this is what we have learned in whole numbers before. 1000 equals to 10 groups of 100. Okay, 1000 equals to 10 groups of 100, which also means that if I have this value of 1000, it is actually equals to 10 times 100. Okay, so let's spend some time looking at these two first. So we know 1000 is actually 10 groups of 100, which also means it is 1000 equals to 10 times 100. So if I can find 10 groups of 100, means I will get 1000 over here. So in this question, let's find 10 groups of hundreds, and then that will give me $1,000 that I need. So let's use a highlighter. Let's highlight groups of 100. So let's try. So how many $50 notes do I have? Do I need to make up to $100 value? So I know two $50 will give me $100. Let me write this down. Okay, two $50 notes will give me $100. Similarly, I use another color. These two $50 notes will give me $100 as well. So what I need to do is to keep on grouping two $50 notes together to form $100 bills, and I can add them up to see how many $50 I need all together. So I will continue coloring two groups of 50. This one will give me 100. Another color, 100 over here as well. Another color, 100 over here. Another color. So keep on doing this. This is something you will do later by yourself as well. This is 100. This is 100. This is 100. And this is 100. So you realize I have how many groups of 100? I have one group, two group, three group, four group, five group, six group, seven group, eight group, nine group, 10 groups. And 10 groups of 100 give you 1000. So let's count how many $50 notes we have to make up to 1000. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So actually I need 20 $50 notes to make up to 1000, because we know that everything here give me gives me $1000, right? So to be clear, we know that 1000 is 10 groups of 100. This is one group, and in total I have 10 groups over here, which gives me a combined value of 1000. And I know two $50 notes make 100. So I have 10 groups of two $50 notes here. So 10 groups of 2 give you 20. And this is how I get my number 20. 2 groups, sorry, 10 groups of two $50 notes. Alright. Okay. So this is how you're gonna do this, how you will be doing these questions. So all you need to do is to form groups of 100 or even tens to help you get to 1000, and then you figure out how many groups are there, and then figure out how many notes you need to make up 1000. So just to say again, there are 10 groups of two $50 notes, 10 groups of two $50 notes, and then all I need to 10 groups of two $50 notes equals to 20 $50 notes. Alright, so this is 1A. Let's try 1B. No, sorry, you will do 1B. I will demonstrate 2A to you. Okay, so similarly, now I have this question. I want to write the correct number of notes or coins that I need to make 500. So in question 1A, we did $1000. Now I want $500. So let's see how much I have here first. So over here I have how much? Let's count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have in total $500. Okay, this is $500. What is this note? This is actually a $100 note. Okay, so how many? So if I have $500 here, how many $100 notes do I need to make it 500? So you realize there's $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. So there are $500 notes to make up to 1000. To make up to 500. So you realize that $500 is made up of 500 notes, because if we can expand this, $100 times 5 will give you $500. I think this is quite simple enough to see. Okay, something like that. So I need $500 notes to form $500, because 100 times 5 give you 500. Now we go into a bit more tricky. Now I have $50 notes. So it's different now. You cannot just count. So how do we do this? Alright, so what you need to do is you need to understand how many $50 make $100. Just now we tried in question 1A. We know that we need two $50 to make $100. All right, let me just make it bigger so you can see. Okay, all right. Okay, maybe I'll write it over here, it's easier to see. Okay, so just now from 1A we know that two $50 notes will give you $100, and over here I know $500 notes will give you 500. So there are 5 groups of 100, and there are two $50 notes in each group. So all I need to do is, since there are 5 groups of 100 and each group of 100 there are two $50 notes, therefore 5 times 2 will give you 10. So answer here is 10. Okay, let me just rewind and then repeat everything that I've said so far for 50. I know it's a bit difficult to see for 50 because it's not something you can count. There's nothing for you to count here. So let's go step by step. I know 500 is 5 groups of $100 notes. And to make $100 note, you need two $50 notes. So I know there are 5 groups of 100, so 5 over here. And then in each group, there are two $50 notes. So in total, 5 groups of two $50 notes will give you 10 $50 notes. And that's how you get 10 $50 notes will give you 500. This is actually the same as, this is something you haven't learned yet, but in the future before you will learn how to do this. So what you have here is 50 times 10 will also give you $500. Right. Okay, so once again there are 5 groups of 100. There are 5 groups of 100, and each group there are two $50 notes. So 5 groups of 100 times two $50 notes each will give you 10. So 10 $50 notes will give you 500, because 50 times 10 is 500. Now we look at $10 notes. So let me write the $10 notes here. $10 notes. So how do we do for $10 notes? How many $10 notes do I need to make up $500? So same thing. Let's look at how many $10 notes make up 100. Okay, so I know $10, if I have 10 of them, 10 groups of 10 will give you $100. Okay, I think this is quite straightforward. We know that if I have a $10 note and if I have 10 $10 notes, I will get 100. So similarly, apply the same concept. I know in 500 there are 5 groups of $100, and in each $100 there are 10 $10 notes. So what you need to do is actually use 5 groups of $100 notes, and in each group of $100 notes you have 10 $10 notes, and that's why I use 5 times 10 will give you 50, and that's why the answer is 50. Alright, so let's look at this again in case you're not very clear what I'm doing here. So once again, you go back to the value of 100. How many $10 notes do I need to make 100? I need 10 $10 notes to make 100. How many 100 are there in 500? There are 5 groups of 100. So I use 5 groups of 100, and in each group there are 10 $10 notes. So 5 times 10 gives you 50. So there's $50. So there are 50 $10 notes to give you 500. So same thing, if you do multiplication, $10 multiplied by 50 of them will actually give you 500. Okay, please do write these things on the side down as well. It will help a lot in your understanding. So once again, there are 5 groups of $100, and in each $100 there are 10 groups of, and there are 10 pieces of $10. So 5 groups of 100 multiplied by 10 pieces of $10 in each group give you 50. So 50 $10 notes will give you 500. And for the very last one, we have $1 coin. Now it's not a note, now it's a dollar coin. So dollar coin here. So once again, let's go back to the value of 100. I know there are 5 groups of 100 in $500. So how many also how many $1 would give you $100? This is quite simple. I know 100 $1 coin will give you $100. Okay, let's put it over here. Okay, I know 100 $1 coin will give you $100, and I know there are 5 groups of 100 in $500. So if we use the pattern we learned just now, there are 5 groups of $100 in $500, and there are 100 $1 coin in each $100. So 5 times 100 will give you 500, and therefore the answer is 500. Right, so same thing, $1 coin, you multiply by 500 of them. Let's say you have a bag of 500 $1 coin, you actually have $500. Okay, so I just say it one last time. How to know how many $1 coin make up $500? It's actually very simple. You have 5 groups of $100 in 500, and that is what is here over here. 5 groups of 100, and in each group of 100 you have 100 $1 coin. So 5 groups of 100 times $100 coins in each group get 500, and $1 times 500 give you $500. All right, so if you don't really catch what I'm saying, just play back the video, listen to a few more times, see the pattern of how you always link back to the value of 100, and then to know how many dollar notes or coins make up to 100, and then you multiply to get the total. So for example, let's go back to $50 notes over here. You have in each group of 500 you have 5 groups of 100, and then in each group of 100 you have two $50 notes, so 5 groups of 100, and in each 100 you have two $50 notes, so 5 times 2 give you 10. All right, so your homework today is to finish up 2A over here, and also finish up 1B over here on Classkick as well as on hard copy, and then I will go through the answer on Monday. See you on Monday.